Now, this year in February, many of you will know that President Trump of the United States sanctioned South Africa, saying that, or part of the reason of the sanction was that he said there was a mistreatment that is going to some of the Afrikaner people staying in this country, which is something that was not good at all to hear that. That sanctioned not only did it restrict South Africa or made South Africa laws or make South Africa lose the PEFA aid that they were receiving, but all the other funding that South Africa was supposed, but all the other funding that the United States of America was supposed to fund South Africa, like the energy deal worth $1 billion, they got suspended or cancelled, which was not good to see, because at the same time, because this meant that our economy, obviously, the expectations came to an end, because not only were these temporarily suspended, but they were suspended completely. And something that obviously people of South Africa were complaining about is that obviously, and something that majority of the people in South Africa were complaining about, is that Trump made this decision without listening to both parties, or without listening to the people that some of these Afrikaners are claiming to be mistreating them. They didn't hear both sides of the story. They just decided to act without hearing any comments from maybe the government, and they did not want to even engage with the government, which, like I said, that is why that statement saying that we shall not be bullied arise from, because it appears that so Trump administration was deciding to listen to the Afrikaners that were saying, of course, they are being mistreated, instead of also hearing the other side of the coin to say that, okay, these people that they are saying they are mistreating them, what is their side of the story? They just decided to go and obviously took this decision and cancel all the aid that they were giving to South Africa and were still going to give. Now, in that sanction, part of the deal was that all the Afrikaners that feel like they are being mistreated here in South Africa, they will be, or they can relocate to the United States of America. They are going to get their refugee citizenship that obviously will allow them or make it possible for them to reside in the United States of America, which this was, of course, to the Afrikaners claiming that they are being mistreated, it was a good thing, right? But obviously, some people, it appears that they are thinking again to say that, but wait, if I go to America, I sell all my assets this side. Number one, what am I going to do in America in terms of jobs? What kind of jobs are they going to offer us? And all those kind of things, right? But obviously, there are those that are just living or deciding to live under this refugee program that Trump announced during that time in February when they hit us with that sanction. Now, the reason why I'm reminding you, or I'm giving you that intro, is because apparently 50 Afrikaners are expected to land in Washington, D.C. as early as next week, as this is in accordance to the program that Trump launched, of saying that those that feel mistreated come to the United States of America, will give you the refugee status. And it is a good thing, I suppose, to those that feel mistreated. But at the same time, the majority of the people and the government, this is a low blow, honestly, from the United States of America, because the leadership there, I don't think it is showing a good scale of engaging with South Africa. This is the very same thing that China is complaining about. If you did not know, the trade tensions, they feel undermined. The USA comes with this authority to say that, look, we are the strongest economy in the world, and therefore you listen, we talk. And it cannot be like that. Honestly, it cannot be like that, especially if we're doing business, especially that even the United States of America themselves are benefiting from South Africa, in as much as South Africa is benefiting from the United States of America. So this is what we are seeing, and apparently, like I said, those 50 Afrikaners, they're expected to land in Washington, D.C. this coming week, which I suppose it's good luck to them. I wish them well. We wish them well, and we hope they, of course, quickly settle in and find the kind of opportunities that they are seeking out there in the US. But obviously, those that obviously are still staying behind, hopefully they obviously, apparently this is like the first people or group of people or group of Afrikaners going there. There will still be more, or there will still be additional, there will still be more Afrikaners that will be taken from South Africa into the United States of America. There's something that of course makes me to really also question this whole thing. You will know that during the Russia-Ukraine war, United States of America took the refugees, or gave the same refugee citizenship to, of course, the Ukraine residents, or some of the Ukraine residents that felt like they could not take it anymore due to that fight, or they are losing and they want to be somewhere safe. Trump, I think 2 months ago, when he invited the Ukraine president Zelensky into the Oval, uh, he ended up saying, or after that debate, which obviously did not go so well, he ended up saying that, look, if Ukraine does not come to play the right cards, they are going to revoke the refugee status of all the Ukraine citizens which they took as a way of making them escape from the war that was happening between Ukraine and Russia. So that word to say that they are going to revoke, or they are going to cancel those refugees visas that they gave to those Ukrainians that flew into the United States of America, it raised a question mark even to the refugees that are coming from South Africa to, that are going from South Africa to the United States of America, to say that these things can be reversed, right? And if it is reversed, and already this side, I suppose some of the families that are going, they are going to sell almost everything, where will they come back to? If their refugee statuses are to be revoked, where will they come back to? It's the biggest question, and I think it's a fair question. And the fact that the US or the Trump administration threatened to revoke the refugee citizenship of those that Ukrainians that flew, I think that one, honestly, it raised some eyebrows, and it means that they also, or that status could be revoked also from their side, or that citizenship could be revoked, which is something that is not good, right? And you will know what the next president who will come after Donald Trump will have to say about this. The first thing that he can do, he can revoke everything, or all the deport back the refugees that flew from South Africa to the US. It can be like that, but anyways, I don't wish it to be like that. I'm just saying there needs to be caution that needs to be taken onto this thing before people just decide to fly. But anyways, I'm not here to, of course, talk much about that. The reason for this video was to let you know that the 50 personnel, first people to get this refugee status, the first 50 people are going to be landing in Washington DC, or the first 50 Afrikaners are going to be landing in Washington DC as part of the program from Trump, which I suppose maybe it's good to them. Tell me what you think about this, man. Just thought I'd quickly come and give you these updates. Like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I'll see you on the next one, and God bless you all.